Hi, and welcome back. If you're new, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when a new video is put up. This practice we're going to do totally on your back. And what that means is you're still going to work. But it's nice to have the support of the floor to understand the architecture of the spine and the body. So let's start in constructive rest. So what that means is your heels are slightly wider than your hips, and then bring your hands to your upper thighs. So my thumbs are resting in the crease of the thigh bone, and my fingertips are wrapping around the outer thigh. Start to rotate your inner thighs towards each other. So this internal rotation of thigh bone in pelvis, and you'll notice the knees collapse in towards each other. When that happens, you might need to bring your feet a little wider and dial your toes in. And then reach the arms up and over your head. If this is okay on your shoulders, if not, keep the arms by your side. With the arms over your head, your elbows are straight. So straighten your elbows. And then, if you can, it's not part of the final pose, but elbows straight is what we're looking for. But if you can, just bring your thumb and point your finger towards the floor. Tuck your chin in, and then notice, so just investigate what part of your back body is lifted off the floor. Start to press your back body onto the mat. And notice how the front of the pelvis lifts towards your ribs and how you feel some release in your shoulders. All right, let's arch the low back from the floor. Maybe this was your starting position. And then press the low back onto the floor. So you're moving through your pelvis. Let's come through a few more of these, and you'll notice if your hands are on the floor, they're sliding up and down. You'll notice the head sliding up and down on your mat. And we'll come through a few more times. And then we'll release. Let's set up the legs in bridge pose. So walk the feet in. So heels are about 6 inches apart. And the heels are behind the second and third toe. Reach the arms again up and over your head, elbows straight. And then press your low back onto the floor so you feel your front core contract. Press the heel into the mat, the big toe mound into the mat, and the outer foot. Notice how the hips get light. Now drive your feet down and lift your hips off the floor. Feel the front of the hip opening. Now drive the heel down, feel the back of the thigh contract, and your hips lift higher. Press your inner foot down and reach your knees away. Imagine you're hugging an apple between your knees. Stamp the feet down and feel the base of the buttocks contract. And then pull your belly in, pull your navel to your spine, and maybe you can reach your arms away further. Give yourself another breath here. Inhale and exhale. Lower the hips down to the floor. Keep your arms where they are and straighten your legs. So you're in a supine mountain pose. Feet are flexed. Imagine your feet are being pressed on a wall. Hug your thighs towards each other. Squeeze your outer hips, your glutes, and your belly draws in. Now a little core work. Keep drawing your belly in, and you'll lift your legs at the same time. Draw the belly in, and then bend the knees into the chest and straighten the legs up to the ceiling. So this is very much like downward facing dog pose. You're just on your back. So pull the toes towards your face. Notice what you feel there. All right, we're going to change this work. press the tailbone, base of the spine, into the floor, and notice the feet move away from your face. Keep pressing the tailbone down, then pull your lower belly in. Keep grounded through the tailbone. Stay strong in the lower belly, and then lift your outer armpits more to the ceiling. Then start to pull the toes towards your face. Tailbone down, lower belly in, outer armpits lifting, toes towards your face. Give yourself a few more breaths. Your legs might be shaking. It's a lot of work. Inhale, exhale, and then slowly release. Bring the feet down to the floor, setting up for a second bridge pose. Backs of the arms on the floor in robot. Palms will face each other. Heels are close to sitting bones. You might walk your feet back. You might need to lift your toes and give them a little wiggle so you can relax the sole of the foot. Now notice what happens here when you press the back of the arm into the mat. Notice how the chest lifts? Keep the chest lifted broad across the collarbones and pull your lower belly in. Notice that action. Now drive the feet down, lift your hips up. So lower belly is in, chest is broad, and then press down heel, inner foot, and reach your knees away. Feel this action. You're lengthening the tailbone towards your back of knees and lifting your hips up higher for 3 and 2. Press the backs of the arms down, and 1, and release. Extend the legs, again, into a supine mountain pose. Flex the feet. Drive the thigh bones down into the mat. Lengthen your tailbone towards your heels. Pull your belly in. Notice how the shoulders and chest just lifted. They got lighter. Keep pulling belly in, and then pull both knees into your chest and straighten the legs up into the ceiling. Flex the feet. Press the heels away. If you see your inner heels, roll them out. And then base of the spine, tailbone, ground it. Belly pulls in tight. Front ribs into your back body. And then press the backs of the arms into the mat. Okay, you've got the foundation. Now start to pull the toes towards your face. Tailbone down, belly in, front ribs down, backs of the arms drive down, heels press up for 3 and 2 and 1. Slowly release. Bring the soles of the feet to touch and let the knees open out to the side. So here we're lengthening the top of the thigh, the inner thigh. Nod your chin in and let your eyes close. Feel the front of the ribs get heavy into your back body. And let your upper arms get heavy down to the floor. Just breathe in. And breathe out. Again, inhale. And exhale. Slowly close your knees together. Pull them into your chest and rock up to a seat. Come into a comfortable cross-legged position and bring your hands into your heart. So those 2 sequences with arms over the head or robot arms, you can repeat over and over. So you might do each sequence 3 times and make that like a vinyasa yoga practice. Vinyasa simply means moving with your breath. It doesn't mean that you're going through chaturanga dandasana and downward facing dog. It just means that you're feeling the body move and the breath move, and that is yoga. So until next time, take much care. Namaste.